So hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and finally I'm reviewing a Mazda, and what a way to start my first Mazda review, a Mazda BT-50 4x2. Okay, that's what I'm excited for, because all of my reviews so far, apart from one pickup truck of course, I won't mention that anymore, they have been 4x2, the Strada and the Ranger. So I'm very excited how this compares with those cars. And also disclaimer, I have not driven a D-Max yet. And also yes, underneath, this is an Isuzu D-Max, but I haven't sat also in a D-Max, by the way. And literally everything here is just, I think there's some differences with those cars, apart from the engine, of course, and the drivetrain. But I can say the fit and finish here in the interior already feels a bit more premium than the other pickups I've driven. I'll get to this interior later. So I'm in here right now because there's music playing in the showroom. Let's start from the exterior. If you wanted literally a lifestyle vehicle with lifestyle looks, this is the perfect pickup for you on looks alone. Also, the grille is black, unlike the 4x4 which is silver. I would say the Kodo design for this BT-50 gives it a smooth look, not muscular like I would say the Ranger. Yes, this still looks poggy, but I would say, in my opinion only, this looks a little bit sexier than the other pickups I've driven. Not as striking, but very beautiful to look at. So on looks alone, yes, I would gladly get this Mazda BT-50. Also, for the first 200 customers for the Mazda BT-50, you get this cladding on the side. The cladding looks alright for this because it is a rugged vehicle, unlike the CX-30, just being honest. This cladding works alright. These are free, by the way. Even the roller shutter on the load bed, also nice features, very easy to do. And since we're there, the capacity is 1,120 liters, and then the payload capacity is around 1,055 to 1,070 kilograms, more or less, in between those. There's no exact figure of the payload capacity, by the way. Ground clearance is also pretty generous, 235 millimeters, and then the wading depth is 800 millimeters. So yeah, capable off-roader already. Yes, despite being a 4x2, I think this can off-road. I think it's also light on its feet. Also, this is, I find this interesting. Like with the Isuzu D-Max, they don't give the exact curb weight of each. Even this BT-50, there's no exact weight, but they give the gross vehicle weight. I don't know what that means. I think that's how much it can carry, if not mistaken. So I'll just put it here in the subtitle below. So anyway, finish off with the looks. As I said, nice looking gear. Even though it's just black, it kind of suits the BT-50 look just a bit more. I haven't seen a 4x4 yet, by the way. Also, nice wheels, yes. I understand now why the 4x2 wheels look better than the 4x4. There's just a little bit less black in it on the wheel cap. So yeah, I like these wheels. For the first 200 customers, as I said, for the cladding and the roller shutter cover, with the, I think with the bed liner as well. After those, you will have to pay for those. But at least you can still order it here from Mazda dealership if you're the 201 customer onwards. Also, Mazda been very clever. The tow hitch is underneath the front bumper. I've not seen that before. So they can retain the nice look of the BT-50. So kudos to you, Mazda. So with that I'll show you where I'm sitting right now. So this is the interior of the Mazda BT-50. Yes, despite being a 4x2, not the 4x4 variant, yes, there's a little bit more plastic than usual, but still, at least they kept the soft touch here on top of the dashboard. And also there's a corner mat stitching on top here. And also, what's cool with this Mazda BT-50, the hazard button is up here. That's cool. And also, I can say already, visibility is actually really good. There's a lot of light going in the cabin. The A-pillar is not as big as you think. There's also grab handles on it. Let's start here on the door. Yeah, it's actually mostly plastic here. The only soft touch here is on the door. That's it. Also, here in your window switches and adjustments for the mirror here as well. It's wrapped in gloss black. And then you have bottle holder and a very narrow cubby space on either side of the door. Your speakers are here. And then underneath here on the left side, you have few blank buttons here and then electronic stability control button here. And also nice design with the air conditioning vent. It's wrapped in the silver lining. Yeah, just more, still more plastic around here. And this is one of the main differences between the 4x2 and the 4x4 variants. This is only a 7-inch compared to the 9-inch of the 4x4 variant. So I will demo this later on when I get to drive it. And then going back here in the steering wheel. Okay, it's very hard and girthy, but okay, it's still squeegee enough, but it's more of the durable side at least. And then here in the left side of the steering wheel, and then here the left side of the steering wheel, you have all your controls here, one blank space here, and then on the right side, your cruise control functions. And then going here on the passenger side, also what's cool, you have a double glove box. Okay, they're both decent, just of course the main glove box is just a little bit bigger than the one on top. Okay, this is very handy in case you want to put more stuff in. Yeah, more plastic here with the silver lining as well. So, but at least you still have the soft touch here. I just also noticed now, past this line, it's plastic now. And then here in the middle, you have your physical buttons for the climate control. And then you have few blank buttons here. Oh, wait, no. You have your USB port and then your aux cord. And then a 12-volt socket here. And then underneath here, you have a cubby space. Enough for a phone? Oh, enough for a phone. I was expecting this to be plastic, but it's still soft touch leather here, at least. But underneath it's continues to be plastic. Then around here, it's gloss black. Nice gear lever as well. Also, around the gear lever is leather. Then, yeah, there's a lot of gloss black. No idea what this is for. And then you have two blank buttons on each side, but at least you still retain your parking sensors and your hill descent control. You have your manual handbrake here, and then two cup holders here. Okay, it's big enough. And then underneath the central glove box. Okay, it's a bit narrow, the opening, but it is deep enough. Yeah, just enough. Also, what I noticed around the manual handbrake, it's leather here with the stitching, and then I think there's a zipper. Yeah, there is a zipper. That's what the heck, I've never seen that. There's a zipper. You can open the manual handbrake in case there's a problem, I guess. I don't know what that's for, but still nice touch. And also the other main differences between the 4x4 and this 4x2 variant, the seats. Wait, yeah, go over here in the back. Yeah, it's fabric only, but it's still soft enough, so not too bad. And then above here, you have your sunglasses holder. Light switches. Oh, it's off. And then visor, there's a mirror, but I can't open it. The strap in plastic. Check the visor. Nope. But there's a ticket clip here at least. Also, despite being a bit smaller than the 4x4 variant, all of the variants have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So that's a nice feature. And unlike the 4x4 variant, this is only a manual adjustments for the seat. Unlike its 4x4 counterpart, which are electronic adjustment for the driver's seat only. So that's about here in front. I will show you the back. Okay, the lights are working now for some reason. Maybe when I open the door. Anyway, going back now here in the back of the Mazda BT-50. This is the longest grab handle I've ever seen. Look at that. That's funny. So also like in front, you have the same silver lining, soft touch here in the door as is front. There's just more of the majority of it's plastic, but you only got a bottle holder only on each side of the door, unlike in front. Then you still have your speaker setup here. So here in the back of the seat, you can see that much. You have a seat pocket here. Oh, there. And then you have a cool, very cool coat hanger here. Yeah, it says here max 4 kilograms. So if you wanna put a sack of rice here, I think it's possible. So space here in the back, knee room, leg room is excellent, and then headroom. Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. Also sitting here in the back, yeah, despite the fabric seats, it's still soft enough. Of course, I would gladly sit here in the back of the Mazda BT-50. And then, not much toys back here. And unlike the 4x4 variant, this 4x2 does not have a central armrest. Bummer. But anyways, just a small nitpick. And also, before I forget, there are coat hangers on each side. And then, not much toys here in the back. You have a very weird cubby space here. Don't know what that is for. No, it's not for that. But at least you still have a USB port here. And 2 air conditioning vents. That will be very, very handy for on a hot summer day. Here in the middle, transmission tunnel. Not that much, but it is quite wide. Yeah, it gets in the way, but you can put your feet up. You'll be fine here if you put your feet up on the transmission tunnel. And then sitting here in the middle. Okay, headroom just little bit eaten now since the middle seat's a bit more elevated. And I would say that sitting here in the middle is a bit harder than usual. But I will still gladly sit here in the middle. And like all pickup trucks, you have a hidden storage here underneath. And then storage here behind the back seats. Okay, it is small but at least there is. And there's tethering points. So driving the 2022 Mazda BT-50. Okay. Disclaimer, I have not driven a D-Max yet. So I cannot compare it with those. But I will compare it to the Strada and Ranger Elite. Those are 4x2s by the way. And also what I noticed straight away, yeah, it is little bit jittery and bouncy. But for me, it's tolerable. I don't mind it. And then I drove this first before filming, and I would say the NVH is excellent. And there's not even much tire noise. Yeah, you can see from the video it's a bit bouncy and jittery. But for me, we own pickups before, so I'm kinda used to it already. And also nice seats. There's a little bit nice bolstering for it. And then uphill, I'm very impressed with the transmission. It's not the fastest thing in the road nor the slowest, but it's responsive enough. Like, okay, I'm uphill and then just gonna floor it. Okay, just a little bit of a delay, but it can pick up speeds pretty quickly. I would say it's already faster than the Ranger and Strada itself. Yes, it has more power and way more torque as well. Yeah, and also this engine is really torquey. Like, okay, kick down is pretty impressive. Okay, let's try manual mode. Okay, it shifts up pretty quickly as well. Shift down times just a little bit faster, so not bad. But I will just leave it in drive. Just wanna chill. And also, I'm impressed with this thing. It's so light. It feels like you're driving a Mazda sedan, I would say, even though I haven't driven one yet. It's so playful to drive. Like in the twisties, I would definitely enjoy this. Yes, despite the bouncy and jittery suspension, it is firm. But body lean is kept to a minimum. I would literally enjoy this on a twisty road. Yeah, I can't believe. Yeah, that's the trade-off only with stiffer suspension. You won't have that much body lean, but for me, being a performance-oriented driver, I would definitely have fun driving this around in the twisty roads. And also, just relaxing here, listen to the NVH. That's impressive. This is probably one of the best NVH I've tested so far in a pickup truck against the competition as well. For the Ranger, I think just as good, but this engine sounds a bit more beefier. But at lower speeds, it's dead quiet, like this. And then going over hump and bump, yeah, you can feel the suspension. As I said, it's firm, but you can go over them like pretty quickly, like. Then you'll be fine. Yeah, so I'm okay with this. And yes, being the 4x2, I'm not sure if it will be as light or maybe the same as the 4x4 in terms of handling, but just driving it around the twister, I'm enjoying this thing. I finally got to experience this 3-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder diesel engine. It's super torquey, as I said, unlike most pickup trucks. But this engine, even though there's good low end torque, there's still good mid-range punch. So yeah, this is pretty good. So diving it a bit more now, what I experienced, the sensors are not as sensitive as you think. Like, people already crossing in front of me, there's a car in front of me, pedicab, sorry, and there's an MPV behind me. The sensors are not screaming at me. So I don't know what was that in the 4x4 review of, shout out to Sir Regan Chides, hello. Maybe it was just that demo unit, but this one is not beeping at me at all. So also, diving it a bit more, I've been averaging 5.6 kilometers per liter in the city only. It's not the best, but it's a bit better than the Strada. So take note, heavy traffic and I'm heavy footed as usual. So yeah, still efficient enough. So despite being a very big engine, a 3-liter, unlike most pickups I've driven, the brakes are quite a high bite. That's something common with pickup trucks, but I would say this one has just a little bit more travel, so the brake feel it's not as good as the Ranger, but I would say this one is second best. So this 4x2, would I take one over a Ranger or a Strada? I'm not sure, but I will definitely consider it. Of course, being the sexiest looking pickup truck in my opinion, yes, looks alone, this takes the cake. And here on the highway, just floor it. Wow. Yeah, this engine is amazing. You get up to high speeds really fast. Yeah, and of course with my experience with Stradas and a Ranger now finally, yeah, this one's way faster. So I cannot wait to test drive and review its twin, the D-Max. So I wonder if they will have the same characteristics, so on and so forth. And also what's funny, the horn. It sounds like a sedan. Handling wise, yes, this is better than the Strada, but I think this is just as good as, if not a bit better than the Ranger, I would say that. And even the body roll is not that much. Here, I think her turn really quick. Okay, just it's kept to a minimum. I'm very impressed. Ranger Elite has up on this is the comfort, of course, but this one has more power than that one. By the way, that's an XLT Elite, not a wild truck 4x2. That concludes my review of the 2022 Mazda BT-50 4x2 automatic. I want to thank Sir Sherwin and Miss Charm for assisting me in Mazda Pastig. If you want to visit the dealership and inquire more about the vehicles, I will leave their contact details and the address in the description down below. Let's try it one more time. So good. This is fun to drive, I would say. So then again, this concludes my review of the Mazda BT-50. Hope you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you with more Mazda reviews. Bye bye.